Welcome back, listeners. This is episode number 106 of the Hip Pause podcast. You are here with your hosts. My name's Ayman.
And I'm the good-looking one, David.
Okay. David, we shouldn't be lying to the listeners.
It's good to be back, though.
It is. We didn't discuss this before, but we totally should have said, let's not mention that we missed a week.
Hey, no, even if we were like 1 week after the other, it's good to be back. I think we should be doing it every day.
Damn it. So I just gave it away. I could have just been like, yeah, it's good to be back. It's only been a week. Yeah, but that 1 week between every episode sure feels long. Okay, whatever. We've given it away now. That's fine. This week, we are talking to you about Kurtis Connor and LGR, otherwise known as Lazy Game Reviews.
That was not my guess.
Was it not? What was your guess?
No, I thought the L was left and the R was right, and I was just trying to fit that in between.
Good, right, left.
I don't know.
But as usual, we will first be bringing to you our video picks of the week before we get to the main channels of the week. But first, how many hours of YouTube have you watched this week, David?
I mean, it says 5, but I guarantee you it's like 10.
What? Are you talking about this Chromecast on the TV issue not picking it up?
Yeah, and just like how I feel. But yeah, 5.
It's not
5
really
for me.
like an opinion. It's not really a matter of opinion. Is
this facts?
It's what the number says to you in your YouTube app. I mean,
okay, well, it says 5.
And also this whole Chromecast, like, I use the Chromecast on my TV, and it doesn't sync up my account, but it does for mine. Everybody else's does.
You might have. It's because you got that new expensive £100 Chromecast.
The old one. Nah, I had the original one too. It worked just fine. But okay, that's not very professional.
Well, what do you got then?
This week I have 17. Which is decent. I've been watching a lot, and a lot of just basically because I found this LGR channel. I've been just having a lot on kind of whilst I'm working, whilst I'm doing something else or playing a game, and just having a second screen. Because sometimes you find those channels that are like just perfect for the second screen, and then whenever that happens, my hours just like go through the roof. It's ridiculous. But okay, so do you want to take us to the first video pick of the week about what you've been watching?
You know what? Fine. I'll go.
You will.
This one I've been putting it off a while because the channel itself is very is hitting that YouTube like formula, that YouTube in your face, like, whoa, it's this kind of channel.
It's another David recommendation for yet another vlogger coming up, right? Am I right?
Yeah. So it's a video from Yes Theory.
Yes Theory. Okay.
What? Of all guys, you don't know? This has never hit your homepage?
Yes Theory. I don't think so. No. What does it mean? Is it sound for like there's Yes Theory like saying yes to everything? Is that what that is?
There you go.
All right. No.
No. But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like run by like four guys, but then like there's usually 2 in each video, and they just basically do a challenge. But these challenges are like across the world. So like I think one, just like not even like the main character, just one of the extra guys that sometimes joins in has like been to like, I don't know, 192 countries. Like their idea is that they're tackling things across the globe. And the one I watched was where they got on this train across the Sahara Desert, and it was like, I think they were on the train for like 22 hours, and that all sounds like, oh, you just went on that was your challenge, to go on a train for that long. But what they do is they usually bring in a bit of the cultural aspect as well. So like talk about like the purpose of this train is like, take iron ore from one side of the country to the other, and because this train runs, a lot of people like in the local areas who aren't obviously doing too well, they kind of use it as like a transport mechanism to like deliver food to different towns as well. So like it stops, and there's, even though they're not supposed to, the driver kind of does it for the locals, and there's like just that extra touch of like the reason why they're doing the challenge as well. Plus it's very well shot, drones here and there, very cinematic. Nice. And I don't know, it's just that kind of stuff, especially, I don't know, maybe it's just a lockdown thing, but seeing just the get up and go and see what this country's doing, what this town's doing, and getting involved. But at the same time, this channel has like loads of other challenges as well, like, skydiving from the highest point, like breaking some records like that as well. But all shot with a little purity rather than the, in your face vlog style.
Yeah. So would you call it like travel vlogs kind of thing?
No, because I now even looking at this channel a bit more, like a lot of the, maybe it was also 2020, but a lot of their stuff is just sometimes in front of the camera too. But yeah, like you could definitely filter it to get the ones that are just in like random areas that you and I would have not like gone to or thought about going to, and then you just get like an easy way to look at that place.
You mentioned that they're just like the classic YouTube formula. What do you mean? You mean they're like,
I'm
what's up, guys?
I'm talking more like the branding, like the thumbnails, the idea of the channel. It's kind of like I'm thinking of like how I was talking about all those backpacking channels, the ones that just go across the world. Like they're all the same. Like the whole formula is all the same. Like I don't know. Trying Bali for 24 hours. Like that kind of like, yeah.
Damn, what a challenge.
If only I could try. I'm so terrible.
Okay, I mean, I sounds okay. It sounds like it'd be nice to see some interesting places, more like the travel ones rather than just the straight challenge ones. Yeah. Okay, so the one on my list is like super boring though. The first on my list is really dull. Like 1% of people are going to be interested in this channel, but I've been watching a lot of this channel called Brackeys, Brackeys. And what it is he just does, it's game dev tutorials. So I've been like playing around with like game development stuff, trying to like learn some things and mess around with some stuff and make some little things here and there. And this guy just does tutorials. He just does game dev tutorials, and they're just well done, easy to follow. He includes like loads of free assets and stuff on his website. You can, it has it's a really clever kind of setup because he'll give you a tutorial like, okay, here's step by step. Here's what you got to do. If you need assets, like let's say you need a little image for your player, I've collected everything you'll need. I've made everything you'll need for this mini course, and you can go to my website to get it, and you can get it for free, or you optionally can pay for it. So it's like if you think about say merch or Patreon or something like that, it's like I'm giving you something good. I'm teaching you how to do something, but like if you want to make that process, a bit easier on yourself, I've also got the extra assets here, and it's entirely optional. So he must be making some a bit of money off that.
Look at this guy.
It's really good. But here's the really interesting thing, right? So 1.36 mil subs, okay?
Yeah.
And for like a technical kind of channel, pretty good. But 6 months ago, here's the title of the video. The last video they posted 6 months ago. Goodbye and thanks for everything. That's it. He literally in that video says like, hey, nothing's gone wrong. There's no big drama. Nobody's taking over my channel. I didn't break up with my friends, or I didn't have some big controversy. I'm just moving on to other things. The channel's kind of run its course. I feel like I've covered everything I wanted to, and now I'm going to move on to other projects and focus on some different stuff. I was like, that is, I kind of really respect that in a way. It's like,
let's remember what YouTube is. I know we do a podcast on this, but at the end of the day, it's like just a little megaphone for yourself. You do your thing, and if you're done, you move on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't drag it out. Like, don't keep making stuff even past the point of you caring, and it loses quality, and you're just not into it anymore, and it's just stressful and all that. He's just like, you know what we've got here is good. I've done everything I wanted to. There is no reason to continue. I just think it's so interesting and good. But yeah, pretty awesome. But really good channel if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Just like super basic, some more complicated ones as well. But obviously, I've been following the super basic ones. And yeah, really, really good.
Yeah. Well, I've got a weird one because. So YouTube's got this new Shorts thing.
Yeah, which by the way, you can't get rid of in your feed. Really annoys me.
Yeah. There used to be stories, right?
Yeah.
And now they're trying to give it
Shorts. It's not that I'm against them. I want the option to hide it.
Oh, you get it in your home feed. Wait, do I?
Yeah,
I
do.
You're right.
Yeah, you can't turn it off.
Had to remind myself there. Yeah. But beta, as they say. But could be a beta for 5 years, as they do.
As Google does, yeah.
But yeah, I watched a short accidentally, but it was one by Justin. What's his name? Justin Khan. The guy who made Twitch, or Justin TV first, right?
No, I don't. Oh, okay, I didn't know that guy.
I do you remember when Twitch was called Justin TV?
Yeah, was it Justin TV? That doesn't sound right.
Or Justin.tv. I can't remember what he named it. But that guy's but he's bringing back his YouTube channel, and like his video or his short that's gone viral is like, does he regret selling Twitch? Blah blah blah. The answer is obviously, well, not obviously, but his answer is no, and he gives the obvious answers as to like, without the capital himself, he wouldn't have gotten Twitch to what it is today. So selling it for whatever. Was it $500 million, and now it's worth whatever, was always the best decision. But since then, he's just been making more videos, more shorts. And then in that loop, I started watching shorts. I don't know. I always got into a little bit of a TikTok because of that easy scroll.
Hey, okay, if you can get into that, if there's enough of them, good stuff, then that's
the problem. The shorts are not even tailored. Like, at least show shorts made by something related to my home screen. Like I ended up, it's almost like we had a lack of shorts to show. I started seeing things from like movie trailers, and not an ad, just like a YouTube channel that just talks about trailers. Like this is not on my home screen on a normal day. So then, I almost gave it a chance.
You know something? Funnily enough, I actually gave one short a chance in the past week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was Vsauce.
Okay.
Sometimes like I just can't resist his face in a thumbnail. He's just so good. But I don't know, it was just a little one. He showed a little reflection trickery image. It was like, okay, that was cool.
Is this something that's happened before in terms of? I'm not saying it's happening now, but where like YouTube has kind of like influence the influencer to use it, maybe to pay them even to use a feature of YouTube. I don't know if that happened with YouTube Premium.
I mean, I don't know if they do actually do that,
but didn't we think there was a reason why there was like this push for YouTube Red at the time to make those originals? Or maybe it was not like they were paying them to use it, but a very good incentive. Otherwise, I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers that didn't want to make a YouTube original at the time, but I don't know. I felt like there was, but we'll never be able to prove it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not against the shorts, but I want the option to be able to hide them. That's just what annoys me.
Or put them somewhere else. They're not going to let you hide it, otherwise it'll never take off. But then we're running out of tabs at the bottom. I can't have like explore tabs, should be split into 2 or something like that. I don't know.
Okay,
these interns, they never work hard enough.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll briefly go over my last 2. The first is Kyle Hill, who I think I'll do a whole video. He'll probably be my channel pick of the week, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. But he basically just does like sciencey videos, kind of in-depth sciencey videos. Like, here's what happened at the nuclear reactor meltdown. Here's what happens deep under this ocean and stuff like that. And it's just, here's what happened in the Suez Canal with that thing. Here's the physics behind it. And they're just kind of like really sciencey and interesting. But he did a really heartfelt video recently talking about how he actually has Asperger's syndrome, it turns out.
Okay.
Yeah, and he calls it, Asperger's is my superpower, because he says, various reasons, it makes me really good at like focusing on details and analytical and good for making these videos and that kind of thing. But whatever, but he makes good videos and has pretty glorious hair. He has this like long, really long, luscious blonde hair. It just looks great.
Okay, for that reason alone.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then the last one, which I only watched like. Oh no! Wait, I've got 2 more things. Who else is on your list?
Well, you can't be just hugging it now.
No, you go.
Okay, well, I watched an Impulsive podcast, and it had Chase Hero only because I've heard of this guy before, and I kind of wanted to know his deal, or where he's come from, I guess. I think, the main thing that I took away, Subify, which is kind of like the thing, it's like a rival to OnlyFans, I suppose, but more so for like YouTubers to like have their own subscription service, their own Patreon.
Okay. No, I've not heard of it. Is it basically just here you can donate to this thing and you get?
No, it's like you subscribe. I don't know. It's like exactly like OnlyFans, basically, just without the stigma. So you subscribe monthly, and you're just gonna get whatever the person content they make.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing like not thought
Fine.
of. But I guess
like it's Patreon, so it's Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the idea, like I guess Patreon has that like nice effect of it being like you're supporting a creator, blah blah blah. But this is like almost like a TV subscription, more so like you're promised a certain thing with scheduled scheduled content, I guess.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also Subify, pretty good name.
Yeah.
But then I just started like realizing the stats on YouTubers with this Subify thing, or even like clean content creators that are using OnlyFans for like not the stigma thing. And it's like crazy how this subscription model from ages ago, which I thought would never take off, because people, one, don't want to pay for just one person, and if they start paying for multiple, that's like a crazy bill, and we'll always just go back to YouTube to get the free stuff.
Yeah.
But I weirdly do see it working to a point that I actually am going to foretell the future right now and say that YouTube will start throwing that in as a feature. They'll start calling it as a feature, but
wait. They already do that.
No, but like they're gonna, like, this whole join thing is gonna get scrapped. It's gonna go away, and it's gonna become a new thing where you're gonna get it almost like TV in terms of like, I don't know, like it'll release at like 8 p.m. on a Monday kind of thing, and you'll get it just for like the high grade YouTubers.
Interesting. But I mean, that is what join is, isn't it?
Yeah, but that join thing is like to get stickers and crap like that, right?
No, you get extra content. You get access to videos as well.
You
get access to
these.
You get access to videos that are not on the normal channel if you're not a member.
I actually didn't think. Well, maybe it's just because it's not as popular. But I actually, I just didn't think people were actually using that in its full force.
Yeah,
I do know the members get these. They get to see. It obviously depends on how the creator does it, but like they get to see published videos before they become public for everybody. But I didn't think there was anything exclusive permanently.
Yeah. So, for example, H3 will do. They'll do uncensored versions of their podcast, and also they'll take all the ads out as well.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't actually found the reason to subscribe to or become a member for anybody yet, so I'm still kind of investigating it. But yeah, could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. One day. Well, actually, on a completely side note, that Bad Baby girl made record history on OnlyFans. It's crazy. 1 million in 6 hours.
She went on OnlyFans?
Yeah, and made $1 million in 6 hours. It's a new
Bad
record.
Baby, as in Cash Me Outside?
Yep.
No freaking way. But what? So she did better than who was it that went on there recently and the celebrity?
I actually no clue.
But what she did? Oh my god, that is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean she leaked it herself. But that probably helped the boost. But she leaked like how much money and the time difference and everything.
Oh my god.
Which that's always been the thing. Like no one, like there's no social blade for OnlyFans because that's kind of the idea. Because they know they're taking money from people. They don't want to show this is how much money we're making. This is how many subscribers currently. And there's always been this talk about like, is it Belle Delphine? Who is it that is kind of on top? But yeah, to show those figures, it's like, that's the power. That's the power it is.
Jeez, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
that is so ridiculous.
1 million in 6 hours versus your salary for your 40 years of your life.
She went from Cash Me Outside was like the best thing she ever did, man. Seriously.
Yeah. And then that one song, and then here we are.
Oh my god. Okay, the last couple of things on my list from this week were one, Total Biscuit. Okay,
I'm interested already.
I was looking up a particular game and he'd done a review of it. It's quite an old one, obviously, and I just watched a couple of videos. I miss the guy, I'm still sad.
I put a video of his in the background once as well, just because of his voice.
Yeah, exactly. And he's about, I think he died about 3 years ago. I think it was, I think 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4. But yeah, still sad, but damn, still he made some good ass videos. Good videos.
And his wife used to. Well, she doesn't do it as much, but for like 2 years, even after that, she was streaming with his account as well. Which was, I wish that didn't stop. It was pretty good because what's his name? Is it Jesse something? Jesse Leach? Is that his name?
Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. But like they were the whole gang were on the podcast. But yeah, no.
And then the last one I watched was Michael Reeves. We've covered Michael Reeves before. But he got number 4 trending this week by buying one of those Boston Dynamics robots, which...
You can buy them?
Yeah, it's very difficult, though. He explains in the video, but you can... Yeah, one of the dog ones, and then basically making it piss beer. And he says in the video, it's really funny, but he says in the video he... spent the sponsors' money on it, but I looked up how much they cost, and it's like $70,000. And then he goes and like makes it piss beer, was just really funny. But yeah, again, the effort that goes into the stuff that he does.
I have to watch that video.
So
I have to watch
ridiculous. I mean, number 4 on trending, and he's not posted in months.
Yeah.
And it was just good. Like, hey, the amount of stuff that he does for this is so ridiculous. He does all the coding, like machining parts. It's just it's absurd. It's absurd. But yeah, really good.
We've said it time and time again on this podcast that, especially for channels like that, it's not easy to trend when you're competing against music videos and all of this stuff that comes out of nowhere that the whole world listens to.
Exactly.
Then you've got this ingenious idea that on the surface only a few people would be interested in, but can grab any random person as it starts to trend.
And the effort that goes into making that stuff and making those videos is just it's so ridiculous. It's like, well, I'm making all this effort for the chance to be on trending, for the chance to get views or whatever. Like, anyway, he gets what he deserves. His videos do really well, and I'm really happy for him. Really good.
Okay.
Do you have anything else on the list of what you've been watching? Should we move to channels of the week?
I mean, I'll put them in the description. I've been watching a couple like Ben Shapiro videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
But where you take away the subject matter debate ones that was always 50-50. Some of them he just does just regular news stories, and they're not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay.
So I'll put one that was actually very enlightening. In the description. But besides that, I was gonna say one thing. Just let me know if you kind of agree with me. I think I even dreamt it, but it's
what the hell?
kind of how you're talking about Michael Reeves. But then, do you think there's like two humps, I guess, to the graph of like a YouTuber who posts like constantly will get those highs and lows in views, then a YouTuber who doesn't post maybe like every 3 months, and then when they do post there's we finally get to see that video, then the hype gets high for like when that next video comes, but then it actually goes down if somebody posts maybe every 7 months because it's so far beyond that you can barely remember, or you're probably not even subscribed to them. And then if you go further, somebody who hasn't posted an entire year, then it goes high again. It's like that in between where people lose interest versus even longer is actually a good idea.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of do agree with you. It's like, okay, every day, I can skip this one. Every week, I'll probably watch it if I got some free time.
Yeah.
Then what? I'd say if they're then posting like every month, it's like that's less interesting, but then it gets more interesting around. Yeah, that's kind of. I quite like that. There's some truth to that.
Yeah, especially with Donkey, I feel like he's got the best way to test that. It's like, but it's also fan base, of course, that's a factor too. But I just feel like with JonTron, if he was to do every 2 months, it might actually not be as good as how he's currently got it, where we're just waiting. And when he does it, we'll watch it.
The thing is, he's like outside of anything, because he could take however long and people be like, it's taking that long because he's putting in the effort.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing this very second.
I hope so, anyway. Yeah, I just hope so. I just want a new video. Okay. Let's go to the channels of the week. Okay, I know you've got Kurtis Connor. Do you want to go first? Kick us off.
So this one came up in my homepage. Never heard of the guy, but the video it's a speedrun video. I'm just trying to get the exact title, but the concept was he was just looking at records being held by people, and he noticed like the speed running community and like the website and how it was impossible to like, I don't know, what's a common game, speed run Control or Skyrim. Can you do that? I don't know games as much as the next person.
I do watch a lot of speed running stuff in general, by the way.
But he wanted to get his name on the board. So what do? You choose a game no one's heard of.
Right.
But
just
still,
like this is just what Critical used to do.
Did you say Critical?
Yeah, Critical.
What was that weird game? Was it like you're in a barrel or something? You have to shovel yourself out of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so sorry, go on.
So I can't remember the game. It was like, I think it was like just like a stupid name, like Deep Golf 4, like something like no one's heard of, and there's actually 4 versions of the game, and I think it was on the Switch, if I remember correctly, and it's a very old game as well, so I think we're talking like 2003 or something. And yeah, like it's a 30-minute video, and it's like it was just well put together of him like going through the struggle, and I just thought the editing style was good. He was it was just very good in front of camera. And I was like, oh, okay, I definitely want to see more videos of this. And the more I was watching, the more I realized that was like a one-off. His videos are very much on the commentary side, like a very, like, I don't know, Noel Miller and Cody Co type thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I got lucky, or fortunate, I guess, with that video, because it was a really good video, which I'll put in the description. But then, you know what? I wasn't too disappointed that he's a commentary channel as well, because he has a friend called Jacob, and I swear, just because I don't get that cringe anymore from Cody Co and Noel, these two, Kurtis and Jacob, they haven't got many videos. They only got 6, but their duo, their commentary duo is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Nice, yes.
And what they do, I mean, like they do pick the easy ones because they're kind of like commenting or roasting to some extent, like really cringe vlog channels where they're like pranking each other all the time. Yeah. But they have kind of been going towards the ones that are doing really bad content, like actually severe. So like they're pranking that one of them is abusive to the other one. And it's like they start the video off with like, oh, if you've ever been abused, call this hotline. Anyway, back to the video. And it's like, no, we're calling you out here. We're going to make fun of your channel, and we're going to try and, bring awareness to this. And then, like months down the line, I think some of these people that made those videos took the videos down and made an apology. Go figure, right? So, but the commentary in itself, I'll put 2 of my favorite ones. One, which I won't laugh about it, even though Jacob does, is they comment over one couple, and at the start of that video, Jacob does not have cancer, but then he actually does develop brain cancer of a specific form, like after watching that video in real life. And then they now talk about the video like a year later, and he's got that cancer removed. And he's like, this is revenge for the video that gave me cancer. And he's like, obviously he's joking, like, the video didn't do it, but he does relate to getting it to the time he watched that video. So now they're roasting another video, and he goes hard with it.
Really?
because of the memories of how he associates that video from last time. But all in all, the jokes are hilarious. Like it's really good stuff.
I'm so into I'm so up for that. Like I miss the Cody Co and Noel Miller combo, like that vibe, when they're just bouncing off each other. It's really good.
Yeah, and they're not both like alike, which is sometimes a good thing. Otherwise, you're just getting like the same dose of that, that punchline joke. But one of them is like, I don't know, they have different styles, which just works together.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty cool. I'm up for that. That sounds really good. How much did you watch of this channel then? Just is basically all your hours this week just from him?
No, I've watched quite a bit, and I will say I've also watched. He also has a podcast which he does on his own, which always credit to people or one person podcast. But I've watched, I guess, like 2 of his episodes, and they're like an hour long as well. So I've seen him in different forms. He also has a gaming channel. So yeah, I don't know. My homepage is getting filled with his stuff, but here and there I do watch it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, the channel I've been watching this week is actually, I mean, I take the piss out of David for watching loads of vlogs and things, but to be honest, I watch a lot of the same stuff. But I watch my thing is like old school nerdy tech. Like, I just devour channels that are about that, basically.
Devouring channels is such a good way of saying it.
Yeah, like if you remember Modern Vintage Gamer, like I was binge watching so many of his videos. But
and the hard part when you do this is they're usually like channels that have like 1 hour videos. Like that's their standard length. It's like it's one thing to devour a channel that does like 5-minute ones. You're like watching, but you do it for hour-long content.
Yeah,
as well.
That's true. So so LGR stands for Lazy Game Reviews. He's got about 1.5 mil subs, and it's just one guy running this channel, but it is I would describe it as like an old school kind of channel.
Because, yeah, I mean, going by that channel icon and banner,
yeah. Like he's been going for, I mean, I'm just sorting by oldest now, but he's been going for like 13 years. He's been on YouTube.
Dang.
And really since 11 years ago, like properly posting, he does basically game reviews and tech reviews, just like looking at different old school hardware and things like that, and he'll make computers, and he'll get Doom running on a calculator. He'll build a brand new old Windows 98 PC, things like that.
Wow.
And we'll review games that are 30 years old.
Yeah, all those Dukes games and oh, he's even got Shadow Warrior, the DOS game.
Yeah. Like, okay, so all that stuff's really good, but there's this one particular series that I've been enjoying so much recently, but it's just called LGR Thrifts, and it's him going around thrift stores. It's just him going around thrift stores, looking at stuff, just oh, this thing is cool, I bought this, look at this. Most of the stuff he's into is old school tech and boxed old PC games. You know how PC games and software used to come in like big boxes? It's kind of before our time, but it came in like big boxes. He loves those. He's a ridiculous collector. I cannot imagine his house. He must be absolutely filled with stuff. But yeah, these thrift ones are like the most chill thing. They're usually about 20 minutes long, 20 to 30 minutes long, and they're just so chill and enjoyable to watch. Just like, it really has made me want to go out to a thrift store, specifically a Goodwill in America.
Yeah, I mean, we came close with that one just before lockdown, actually, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't that big, but looking at old.
Yeah. I don't even remember where that was.
I can't remember where it was. Somewhere in London. Doesn't help.
But yeah, that was cool. It was like all this old school game stuff and all this old school hardware. Like, it's really cool. And it's just, I don't know, it's just chill and fun to watch. But here's an interesting bit of info, okay? Because I've been wondering, the whole time I've been watching it, I've been wondering how he's filming it, right? Because he's obviously going around in public, there's people around. And you see him picking stuff up and looking at it using both hands.
Oh, and it's not a GoPro.
And here's the thing. So I was thinking, like, okay, he must have like a GoPro strapped to his head, like one of those headlamp type things.
Or on his chest, not everyone has to be a Cyclops.
No, here's the thing. Okay, so I thought, okay, on the head, no, that's ridiculous. He'll just look ridiculous. Must be on like a chest strap. But then I was watching closely and I was like, okay, that's definitely not a chest strap, because you can see the way it turns. Like, he'll like look over his shoulder at something, and it's like, but still be holding something else in front of him. Like, it wouldn't work. It wasn't on his chest. So, but then there's this one episode where he happens to walk past a mirror and look into it, and I literally paused it frame by frame, because he just walks past it really quick, and I paused it frame by frame to see. He has a set of glasses with a built-in camera in them.
These are his glasses? No way.
Yeah, he has a set of camera glasses, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the quality. Like, the quality is good. The quality is good.
Like a good, strong 1080p.
Yeah, I thought it was a GoPro. You know, it's like fisheye kind of style and good quality, at least 1080p. Yeah, I was just impressed. And yeah, it turns out it's just these like camera glasses, so nobody kind of notices that he's wearing these glasses. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I really recommend his videos, just especially the thrift ones, I guess, as well, obviously partly at the moment.
Because they're like vlog style. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Kind of, yeah. It's literally just him going around like, oh, this is a neat old calculator from the 1980s.
Man, I didn't even ask about his reactions. Like, is he...
yeah, he's just like, I don't know, he gets excited about this just old stuff. It's like, oh,
that's the best.
It's got like wood grain and like brown plastic. Oh, it's from the 80s. Oh. He's just, yeah. And another key thing with his channel, and this is why he's you know, done well, is he has a great voice. Really good voice. Really kind of deep, kind of sultry. But yeah, great videos. Highly recommend. Even if you're not interested in like, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she's doesn't care about like retro gaming, and still it's just really interesting in watching him just wander around.
How old is he? Do you know? Or did you say?
I think he's 30. He was born in 86. I don't remember why I know that, but I do. And it makes him about 34, 35. Yeah. So yeah, highly recommend. Definitely.
Nice.
I think that about wraps us up for this week's episode. All the links will be in the description and on the Hit Pause playlist, where you can watch all the videos that we've recommended over the weeks. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes. Email us hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. You can get us on any podcasting app and on YouTube. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next week.
See ya.